The Met Gala is one of the most glamorous nights in fashion, but the real action happens before the red carpet. Two business owners the A-listers rely on will share what it takes to pull off iconic looks that you can use for your own night out on the town. Let's welcome Tom Bachik, celebrity nail stylist and entrepreneur, along with Ursula Stevens, celebrity hairstylist and salon owner. Good to have you both on. Thanks for joining us.
Thanks for having us.
Yes. So, Tom, we just saw some high fashion looks from the Met Gala. What does it take to pull off a creative moment for that?
Oh my gosh, creative moments, especially on high pressure days like that, can be crazy. And it takes a tremendous amount of planning. When things are stressful like that, there's really no room for error. And it's really about having perfect coordination across the teams, because we work with so many teams all at the same time. You're working with the designers, you're working with the celebrities, the stylists, the hair, makeup. It really does take a vision. It really does take a village to make these visions come to reality. And so it's, for us to make that happen, it's about having the right tools. It's being able to put together our timelines, our schedules, and to manage our teams on days like that.
Yeah, you want to make sure it's a cohesive experience for everybody that's involved with the Glam Squad. And Ursula, I mean, with multiple looks and last minute changes that I'm sure do happen, how do you keep everything running smoothly when the stakes are high?
Well, listen, the stakes are always high. And if you know anything about my side of the business, a last minute change is going to come. It's definitely going to come. But you have to really learn the art of the pivot. And you also have to have a system in place that can support those type of changes. You know, that's why I really love QuickBooks Workforce, because it really helps me to manage, timing, schedule, even communication. So I don't have to worry so much about changes. Like I'm ready for war. You know what I mean? I'm ready for it all.
Here we go. You're ready for all of the high stakes that come your way. And Ursula, I mean, you're also a salon owner. So how do you juggle your salon business with high pressure freelance work during major events?
Well, I can't take any of the credit. I have a really solid team, and QuickBook Workforce has really, really helped us to keep things in order. You know, I'm busy outside of even just Met season. I'm super busy in and out, so I want to feel real relaxed that when I step out my salon and I'm making these different moves, that my staff, my salon, my assistants, they all feel, supported, and I don't have to worry. It just helps me to be focus on who I truly am, a creative. Like, numbers scare me, so, I'm too creative, and it really allows me to really just sit in that space and be the best hairstylist that I can be.
Yes. And then, Tom, after this year's Met Gala, we saw a lot of nail trends. What nail trends stood out to you, and how did you manage your time to keep up with the demand from these trends?
Definitely. I think that this year's theme was costume art. So it really was about fashion is art, and the nails were a perfect way to express that and help pull that whole look together. I saw so many cool looks on the red carpet, but three trends that really stood out to me were canvas nails. So like brushstroke, hand painted nails that embodied what the designer's vision was. I saw lots of metallic nails, high chrome nails, not only on the nails, but even up onto the hands, as well as unique ways to really showcase French manicures. There were so many different ways that I thought was so much fun and so cool to look at. And I think that the best way to manage that is having structure on the organization side of things. Like Ursula said, we're creatives, right? And so not having to worry about the business, QuickBooks Workforce allows me not to have to worry about my business, so that I can focus on what I love. And that's doing the creative. It's working with the clients, creating the looks and the trends. It's like, I'm always preaching, invest in tools, invest in the right tools in the systems to make your business better. Like a nail file, right? It allows me to shape and perfect the nail. QuickBooks Workforce allows me to shape and perfect my business, especially as it grows and scales.
Yes, I love that. And I'm going to keep a note about those nail trends. I might have to do a metallic chrome myself the next time that I go out. And a question for both of you. What's your best advice for other business owners trying to manage a growing team and a growing business? Because I'm sure it can be overwhelming.
Structure. Structure is the top of the list.
Yes.
I can't stress it enough. You know, a lot of us, you know, especially as entrepreneurs and business owners, we are all looking for what? Financial freedom. But what we don't realize is that we have to be financially organized in order to walk that path, you know? So I really am happy that I have QuickBooks Workforce in place because everything is in one place. I get a chance to manage my money and my people all in one place. You know, tax paperwork, income, everything is there. So it just makes life easier. So, you know, you got to have structure.
Absolutely. When my wife and I first started our business, it was just us and we were trying to do everything, and you can only do so much.
Yeah.
So as our business grows and your teams grow, you're going to see that management becomes more complex, and QuickBooks Workforce allows you to simplify that and manage your teams, your people, and your money all in one place.
Yes, well, I love that you both said that in unison, structure. That's how we know it's important. Tom and Ursula, thank you both so much for taking the time for us today. I'm going to let our viewers know where they can go for a little bit more information. You can get the support you need for your business by visiting QuickBooks.com.